Hello to anyone who's watching already. We're gonna wait just another minute or so for folks to get on. If you are just joining us, having a yoga mat is great, but you can also do these activities and this creative yoga on the floor. If you want to grab a blanket and lay it out, that can make a nice space and a soft space for when we are laying or sitting on the ground. Thanks for joining me. All right, thank you so much. We're gonna get started. Thanks for joining me. This is a live kids yoga class that is part of the Steamboat Creates Young at Art at Home series. And I'm really excited to share this yoga class with you all, in particular because it's my birthday today. And sharing yoga and mindfulness with people of all ages is one of my very favorite things. So thank you for joining. Again, my name is Sylvie, if you missed that from the earlier introduction, and most important today is that you take care of your body. Only you know what's going on for your body, and our bodies are all different. So make sure that you are doing movements and poses that feel good, and if you're feeling anything that hurts or doesn't feel good, stop doing that and make sure that you take care of your body. Okay, let's get started. We are going to warm up with something called 5 shakes. And we are going to warm up with this by counting out loud. I want to hear you counting all the way from where I am. And we're going to shake each arm and then each leg 5 times. Then we're counting backwards. So we'll go to 4, and then 3, and then 2, and 1. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna double check here that, it looks like my video is on its side. Thank you, Erica. I had practiced it like that so that you'd be able to see all of the poses, but let's just see if we can do it like this. And if a little bit of me gets cut off, that's okay. Okay, so standing up, count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Louder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now make a pose. Excellent. Great job. I do want to be sure that the video is coming through to you the right way up. So if anyone else wants to throw a comment on to let me know, can you see me right way up? Or are we still flipped upside down? All right, let me know if I am not upright, and I'll try to take a closer look at the comments if I see that come through. Okay, what we're gonna do next is something called yoga pretzels. So we're not gonna eat pretzels, but we're gonna make some shapes with our body that'll kind of look like a pretzel. First, we are going to, for yoga pretzels, I'm gonna say certain parts of your body, and those are the parts that are going to be touching the mat or the floor that you're on. And those are the only parts that are touching the mat. So if I say just feet, 2 feet, what does that look like? You show me. Okay, and I'll show you. So just 2 feet touching the mat. Great job. And our bodies are all different and we do this differently. So if you are standing or you have your legs crossed, that's okay. Our poses can look differently. And thanks. Oh, sorry. I thought we had another comment there. Hopefully it's upright. Now, I want to see 2 knees and 1 hand. Go. Okay, so 2 knees and 1 hand touching the ground. And again, this might look different for different bodies, but that's okay. Here's my 2 knees and 1 hand. All right, this time I want to see bottoms only. Bottoms only, which means only your bottom can be touching the ground or the mat. Awesome. All right, this time we are going to do 2 knees and our head. Only 2 knees and our head touching the ground. So my feet are up, get my head down and arms up. Great job. All right, so this time we're going to do 2 elbows and your toes. Okay, so we're going to do 2 elbows on the ground and your toes. Are you doing it? Great job. Okay, now for our last one, let's try to do 1 foot and 2 hands. Okay, so 1 foot and 2 hands. For me, it's gonna look like this, and it might look different for you, and that's okay. Awesome. All right, so now we are gonna move into some mindfulness exercises. And mindfulness means paying attention. And it means paying attention to right now with kindness. And we are going to pay attention to listening through a mindful listening first. And many of you have probably done this before. Maybe you've done it in school. Maybe you've done it with me. If you have not done it, you want to come to a comfortable seat. And it's also okay if you want to lay down. And I'm going to ring this tone bar. Sounds like that. And I want you to listen to that sound for as long as you can. And when the sound stops, I want you to raise your hand. And if you're doing this with other people, stay quiet so that they can keep listening because they might hear it a little longer. All right. Get ready. Come to a comfortable seat. You can close your eyes or look down at the floor in front of you, whatever is more comfortable. Open your ears, and here we go. All right, great job. Now, I want you to take this hand that's in the air and put it on your belly. And we're going to do a few mindful breaths, which means we're paying attention to our breathing. Pay attention to 4 breaths as they go in and out. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more times. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Awesome. All right, so next we are going to do an activity called mindful seeing. So what part of our body are we going to use for mindful seeing? Our eyes. Right, so we are going to pay attention with our eyes. And from where you are, I suspect you're at home, as most of us are. And this can be a challenge when we're at home, but it's one of my favorite mindfulness exercises. We are going to look around the room you're in, the space that you're in, and you're going to try to find one thing that you've never noticed before, okay? And again, this could be hard if it's your bedroom or a space that you have been in for a long time now. But I want you to look around and notice one thing that you have never noticed before. All right? Just taking a look. Okay, it looks like we are hopefully all upright for this video. At least, hopefully I am. So I'm looking for one thing that I have never noticed before in this room that I'm in. All right, and I found it. Did you find yours? If you're doing this with someone else, go ahead and share with them what you noticed about your space. And if not, then you could just say it out loud. I'm going to tell you what I noticed. I have never noticed that there is a small little hole in the wall over there that I think probably had a cable coming out of it at some point. But for now, it's just a small hole, about that size. How we see the world and the space around us and what's going on around us can make a really big impact on how we feel. For example, if you were going throughout your day and only paying attention to the things that were sad or scary, how do you think you would feel? Yeah, you would probably feel sad and scared. And those are feelings that we all have, and those feelings are okay. However, we want to make sure that we balance them with noticing things that make us feel good. Because if we went throughout our day and noticed things that made us feel good, how do you think you're going to feel? You're going to feel really good. Yeah. So making time throughout your day, especially right now, to notice something that makes you feel good, just noticing it, whether you can look at it and it's something you can touch, or maybe it's just that feeling that you have when you're doing something. Make sure you're doing a little bit more of it, or telling family that you love them, or spending time drawing or with your favorite stuffed animal, or you're in your favorite space in your house, or reading a favorite book. Take time to notice those things that make you feel good so that we can make sure that we are all doing our best to feel good, and that's something that only you have control over doing. Cool. So now we are going to get started with a little more movement. What we're going to do next is a sun dance, and because I turned this video upright, that I hope you're seeing correctly, you're not going to be able to see the full length of my body, but I'll try to make it as best as I can so you can see. But this is more about having fun than making your body look like mine, because our bodies are all different. So for those of you who know this sun dance, please say it with me. And for those of you who are learning it, you can repeat it after me. So we're going to stand up and start in our mountain pose, okay? And you're going to move towards the front of your mat. And I want to make sure it's up right here. May have had another. Yeah, okay, great. So in the front of your mat, say it with me or repeat after me. Reach for the sky. Reach for my toes. Superwoman flies. Touch the mat with my nose. Hiss like a snake. One bark like a dog. Woof! Did you do it? Woof! Good. Slow breath in. And now jump to frog. Touch your toes again. Reach for a star. Slow breath in. hands to my heart. All right, great job. This time, we're gonna do it super, super fast. Are you ready? Okay, mountain pose at the front of your mat. Reach for the sky, reach for my toes. Superman flies, touch the mat with my nose. Hiss like a snake, one bark like a dog. Woof! Slow breath in. Now I'm a frog. Touch your toes again. Reach for a star. Big breath in. Hands to my heart. Wow, that was really fast. This time, we're gonna do it super slowly. Okay, if you're just learning it, here's another chance. Reach for the sky. Reach for my toes. Superwoman flies. Touch the mat with my nose. Hiss like a snake. One bark like a dog. Whoop! Slow breath in. Now jump to frog. Touch your toes again. Reach for a star. Slow breath in. Hands to my heart. Excellent. We are going to do one more sun dance, this time with our eyes closed. So you can peek if you want to, but try to keep your eyes closed. Starting in your mountain pose, I'm closing my eyes, and you can say it with me. Reach for the sky. Reach for my toes. Superwoman flies. Touch the mat with my nose. Hiss like a snake. Are your eyes still closed? One bark like a dog. Whoop! Slow breath in. Now jump to frog. Touch your toes again. Reach for a star. Slow breath in. Hands to my heart. Excellent. You can open your eyes. Great job if you had your eyes closed for the whole thing, and cool if you peeked. It's yoga and mindfulness is all about you and what you want out of each time you're doing it. Okay, so for our yoga adventure today, we are going to be visiting with some of my friends that I keep in this bag. And I'm going to pick out one of my stuffed animal friends. For example, here is, what is that? It's an elephant, yes! And we are going to start with elephant pose for our first yoga pose, okay? So we're going to stand up, we're going to put our feet really wide, and we're going to put our trunks together. So our hands are together for our trunk. We're going to breathe in, and then breathe out, ha! And let our hands swing between our legs. Breathing in, ha! Breathe in, ha! And while we're down here on the floor, get some water with your trunk, and then let's spray it up. Spray your hands behind you. One more time, get some water, and then bring it up. Excellent. Now let's come back to crisscross and see what I can pick out of our bag next. All right, let's see. Ooh, I got what is that? It's a frog. So for our frog pose, we are gonna come onto our feet and bend our knees. We did this during our sun dance, so you might remember. Yes, and our hands are on the ground. Great job. And with this, you can make your feet a little bit wider if you want, or you can move them closer together, whatever feels best for your body. And frogs really love to hop, right? But before you start hopping, we need to do our frog stretches. So bottoms up, bottoms down, bottoms up, bottoms down. One more time, bottoms up, bottoms down. Okay, let's get ready to jump really high. Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! Wow, great job. Let's come back to crisscross. Applesauce, as some of you will always remind me to say. And next, I have this. What kind of animal is that? Yes, that is a sea turtle, which is my favorite animal. And for sea turtle pose, we are going to put the bottoms of our feet together, and we're going to take our hands and we're going to put them under our legs, tucking them under near our feet, and then tuck your head into your shell. And from here, I want you to take 3 slow breaths into your turtle shell, breathing into your turtle shell, and then slowly breathing out. Two more breaths. Imagine your turtle shell gets really big, your back reaches with your breath, and then slowly softens as you breathe out. Great job. Okay, taking out your hands and coming back to crisscross. Let's see what is next. Oh my goodness, what is this? What kind of animal does that look like? It's a caterpillar, yes. So for our caterpillar pose, we are gonna put our hands on the ground, and then we're gonna reach our legs and our feet way back, okay? And then from here, we're gonna try to inch like a caterpillar. So we're gonna bend our knees and then straighten them, and bend our knees and straighten them. 3 more times. Bend them and straighten them. And bend your knees and straighten them 1 more time. Bend your knees and straighten them. Great job. All right, let's come back to crisscross. And let's see what I get next. Ooh, this. What kind of stuffed animal is that? See those ears? Yes, it must be a bunny. So, for this bunny pose, we are going to come onto our knees, and then we are gonna bring our arms back and up and put our forehead on the floor. So our knees are together, reach your arms up. These are now our ears. For our bunny ears, you can twist them as they listen. Great job, buddies. And let's come back to crisscross. Okay, let's see, what do I have next here? Oh goodness. This is a little stuffed animal monkey. So for our monkey pose, monkey's gonna lay down. He's tired. But we are gonna stand up, and we're gonna stand up and actually turn around and then look between our legs, like this. We're gonna stand up. I want you to turn around and then bend forward and imagine you're a monkey hanging in a tree. Excellent, monkeys. And let's come back up and come back to sitting. Great job. Okay, next. Oh goodness, this is one of my oldest stuffed animals. And this, what kind of animal is this? A certain kind of bear, right? We don't have them around here. Yes, it's a panda. So for our panda, we are going to come to crisscross, and we're going to let our chest grow tall, and we're going to take 3 breaths in, and then we're going to breathe out for 4 breaths. And if you want to try breathing out for 5 breaths, if you're a little bit older, you can. But most important, you don't want to be pushing too hard or holding breath in. You want it to be a pretty easy breathing in, 2, 3, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Good. Breathing in, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Breathing in, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3, 4. Great job. How was it? Excellent. Sorry, I was looking at some comments here, just making sure we're not upside down. Okay, so next, let's see what we can find. Oh, goodness. If either of my oldest friends, Molly or Allie, are watching with their kids, they're going to recognize this pig because it's from Camp Lakewood, where we grew up going to camp. So this pig is going to show us our next pose. One thing pigs love is to roll around in the mud. All right, so we are going to roll around pretending we're pigs in mud. We're going to do this in happy baby pose. So what you're going to do is you're going to come onto your back, and then you're going to grab your feet, bend your knees so they come down at your sides and your feet are flat up top. And then we're going to roll from side to side, pretending that we were happy pigs in mud. Maybe can I hear some oinks? Or for some snouts? Awesome, and then let's see if we can roll back up to sitting. If it takes you a few times to roll, that's okay. Great job. All right, so let's see what's next. This is our last one. What kind of animal do we have here? It's a giraffe. Yes! So for our giraffe pose, we are going to stand up, and you can either do this on your knees or standing all the way up so that you can see me. I'm going to stand on my knees, and we're going to reach our arms up, and our hands are now our mouth. So we're going to reach really high for some leaves. And then let's reach over to this side for some leaves, and we're stretching this side of our body. Excellent. Breathing in, and reach over to the other side, stretching that side of our body. Great job, and come up. Oh, and there are some leaves behind us, so reach behind you. Get some leaves over there, and let's come down for a drink of water. Excellent. And now let's come to crisscross again. All right, you all have done a fabulous job with this kids yoga so far. All ages yoga, really, because even as an adult, I am certainly still a kid at heart. We are now going to come into a relaxation. So we are going to lay down on our mat, and we are going to stay quiet and keep our bodies quiet so that you can notice what I'm saying and the story I'm telling, and you can feel it in your body. All right, so I want you to lay down, and I want you to notice your feet. I want you to notice your feet, and if they're moving or still, if they're warm or cool. See if you can notice the space between your toes without touching them or without looking at them. See if you can notice the space between your toes. And if you cannot notice that, that's okay. Take a slow breath into your feet and a slow breath out, letting them sink into the ground. Next, I want you to take a slow breath in and notice your lower legs. Notice your legs and how they are connected to your feet and how they are connected to your body in your hips. Notice the shape of your legs, where they are touching the ground and where they are not touching the ground. And take a slow breath in and a slow breath out, letting your legs sink towards the floor. Next, I want you to notice your belly. And if you want to, you can put one hand on your belly, taking a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Slow breath in and a slow breath out. Great job. And next, I want you to notice your back. I want you to notice where your back is touching the floor. Notice where there is space between your back and the floor. Notice the temperature of your back, if it's moving or still. I want you to take a slow breath into your back and see if you can notice your back press into the mat when you breathe in. And slowly soften as you breathe out. And next, notice your shoulders and your arms. Notice your shoulders and arms and the shape that they're in. If they're moving or still, if they feel warm or cool. Notice your fingers and your wrists. If they are moving or still, or warm or cool. Take a slow breath into your shoulders, arms, and hands and fingers and thumbs. And take a slow breath out, letting them sink towards the floor. Now notice your neck and your head. And notice them resting on the floor. If your head is moving or still. And notice your face. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out, softening your eyes, your mouth, your jaw, your ears, your forehead. And take another slow breath in all the way to the bottom of your feet and the top of your head. And a slow breath out. One more time, bringing it all together, reaching your arms up overhead, taking a slow breath in and a slow breath out. See if you can stretch yourself a little bit longer, a little bit taller. And then bring your hands back at your side. And slowly roll over to one side and let your relaxation sink in here, knowing you can come back to this anytime today by paying attention to your breath and your movement. And let's push ourselves up into a crisscross. And we are going to do our mindful listening one more time. So coming to crisscross, and if you missed this in the beginning, we are going to listen to this sound for as long as you can hear it. And when the sound stops, you can raise your hand and stay quiet if you are doing this with anyone else. All right, opening your ears, close your eyes, or look down at the mat in front of you. Here we go. great job, and great job if you're still listening. Thank you so much for joining me for this kids yoga class today. I appreciate you all signing in, and if you want to have more of this, please make a comment after I post this video and let me know what a good time of day is for you and your family. Again, if you want to learn more about our Young at Art at home activities, you can join or you can visit steamboatcreates.org/classes, and that will have a lot of different online activities with really simple household materials that you can do art projects with for a range of ages. Thanks again for tuning in, and remember, how you see the world is really important, so make sure to notice some things that make you feel good today, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye!